Thursday, November 6th, but you're invited to join us in person for this urgent and necessary community conversation. The theme for this Altadena Eaton Canyon Fire Town Hall is Understanding the Wildfire Recovery Compensation Fund. The primary focus of this gathering is to inform residents about Southern California Edison's newly launched Wildfire Recovery Compensation Program and provide clarity on eligibility and the claims process. There are plenty of questions to be asked, and only KBLA Talk 1580 has the right moderators to ask the tough questions, the right stakeholders and community activists to share their insights, and we have confirmed the participation of corporate executives from Southern California Edison to answer our queries. So be sure to join us at Victory Bible Church in Pasadena, 1497 North Hill Avenue on Thursday, November 6th. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. Light refreshments will be served immediately following the live town hall. This KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Rising Town Hall is brought to you by the Black Freedom Fund.
Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
Being coachable is how you show the world that you have a hunger to get better and you're willing to put in the work. See, coachable is visible. You're not coachable because you say you're coachable. You're coachable because you have a hunger to get better and you're willing to put in the work from the coaching that you
Who was that, Andy? John Geeds? My goodness. The question is, can your partner coach you? Oh, we'll take advice from everybody else. Oh, we'll listen to our friends before we'll listen to the one we are the closest to. We'll listen to family. We'll listen to the pastor, the therapist, the guru, the coach. But can you be coached by your intimate mirror? Why is it such a difficulty to pull off? I want to know. Tonight's topic, are you coachable? Should you be coachable? The way of mutual coachability How to master the constant vacillation between the so-called coach and player dynamic within intimate relationships. Oh my God. You really think you know more than your partner? How did you get him then? How did you attract somebody dumber than you? I don't think. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Oh, this is going to be something different. And you already know, man, I got somebody in the building. She hasn't been here for a while, but she returns with the thunder. Yeah, you're stuck in the middle. And the pain is thunder. Yeah. Y'all know her. Miss Delana Zimmerman is in the building. I mean, LCSW, what is it? All of the letters.
All the letters.
All of the letters are there. She's gonna cook it up. Yeah, you get the organs. Yes, you get the organs, Dr. Z. Come on. My. This work about to happen this evening. My. Hey. Yes, indeed, man. Are you coachable? Should you be? Do you want to learn from your partner? Or maybe learning from your partner is an act of vulnerability that you're not willing to, participate in, give in to. You don't want to. Do you feel like they owe you if they taught you something? Or you owe them? Or what? What's the dynamic? It's very interesting. I already know I got questions from Miss Zimmerman. We got the phone lines, of course. And if you guys want to talk to her, I would suggest you take advantage. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. Two people enter intimacy, and each carries a private laboratory. Most couples attempt to hide those labs behind charm and routine. Tonight's work refuses all of that. Tonight's work walks through those labs into the center of the room, turns on surgical lighting, and asks both lovers a question. Are you ready for this question? Do you enter this connection to be comforted, or do you enter it to be transformed? Oh, Lord, my safe space. Oh, you got to bring me peace. Oh, you didn't come with peace pre-assembled? 1-800-920-1580. Get over here. I want to know what's going on. Partnership at this level rejects romance as theater. It functions more like high-altitude training, thin oxygen, no spare lies. Every reaction counts. Every flinch carries data and information about you and your partner. You and the person across from you must stop pretending that love should feel good. And you start studying the mechanics of why it doesn't. Mutual coachability means you accept the simultaneous assignment of sculptor and sculpture. You're sculpting and you're the sculpture. Ooh, Lord, 1-800-920-1580. You agree to offer precision feedback without sadism. You agree to receive precision feedback without collapse. You agree to hold authority for a moment and then surrender it in the next. Oh, there's a pendulum? You mean I'm a student in one moment and the professor in the next? Yes, mutual coachability. You agree to lead, but you also agree to bend the knee. Ooh, you agree to hear the truth about yourself from one person who could destroy you with it and yet chooses not to. That sounds holy. It also sounds lethal for the unhealed. It demands unlearning almost every survival habit you learn to master in order to survive your childhood. Control, manipulation, seduction, emotional ransom, selective silence, collapse as leverage. None of those tactics can survive here tonight on The Voice of Reason with Dr. Z. None of them. Oh, they poison the training field. They turn coaching into domination and support into surveillance. High-level partnership, high-level intimacy, high-level love requires another layer. It's called somatic honesty. Ooh, honesty in your body.
Yeah.
Not just in your lips. Not just in your mask. Honesty in your body. Body, in your body. Honesty in your body. Somatic honesty. Not performance honesty. I admit this to you just to get the argument to stop. But body honesty, my chest tightens right now because part of me doesn't trust you with this wound. That's somatic honesty. Without nervous system honesty, guidance mutates into psychological fencing, clever, dazzling, useless. The path that we're trying to put you on. It's not about comfort, right? Comfort for the ego's entitlement thought process. It's not about that. The so-called advanced partner, the one with language, books, therapy hours, spiritual vocabulary, tends to assume captaincy of the relationship. All that reflex only destroys the symmetry of the relationship. The relationship turns into a clinic with one licensed authority and one permanent patient. Attraction rots in that atmosphere. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I thought I would set it up for us tonight. Listen, The Voice of Reason, we about to act a complete fool. I want to bring my sister in here. It has been too long. Why can't we coach each other? Why do we need third-party coaches to be more objective than we've learned how to be? Talk to me, Dr. Z.
Oh, my goodness. You know, what's missing is the practice of principles. I'm uncoachable if I lack humility. You know, I'm grown now, so I know everything. And you can't teach me because your credit score. You can't teach me because you was raised on that side of town. You can't teach me because I pay for everything. What can you teach me? And so it's so many missed opportunities to remain teachable. That's the beautiful definition of humility. I'm right-sized in the relationship. There is no hierarchy. We are one, individualized, expressing to each other. We're each other's mirror. What do I think relating is about? You talked about it. I think I met you to feel good. Oh, just the opposite. I met you and you met me, and we have an assignment to percolate all that stuff that is under the surface so that we can look at it. It can rise. The fire needs to be there so that the impurities can rise and we can become more of our authentic selves. Without that authenticity, everybody's faking the funk.
This hurts. I heard somebody say, and maybe you can check me on this. I heard a clinician say this. People with insecure attachment styles learned how to manipulate in order to get what they didn't get in childhood. And they were manipulating their parents to get it.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So they carry that into adult relationships. So I want to ask a very bold question, and you're my guest. Check me, because I tend to go too far.
Okay.
Do insecurity, when it's there, when it's present, when it's not being dealt with, when it's allowed to run roughshod all over your decisions in life, does insecurity equate to a lack of humility?
Well, the insecure person is desperate.
Ooh, desperation.
Yeah, they're seeking oxygen. They don't know that they have their own. and they believe that the world makes them insecure. Because you did that, I feel insecure. Because you thought that, you saw it, you text, you liked a post, I feel insecure. But people don't make you feel insecure. You come to the table with insecurity, and then it gets triggered all the time because it's you don't even know it's there
until it's triggered.
Yeah, until it's triggered. And actually, people don't know that they have insecure attachment, so they're sure everyone else is at fault. So that's why there's a lack of humility. I can't learn anything because this is all I know. And I'm sure what I know, because I feel it in my body, it must be true. This happened last time and the other time and the other time. So it's y'all. It's not me. I don't know that from age birth to 18 that I developed, 18 months that I developed an insecure attachment. I don't understand the relationship between me and my mother, or lack thereof, was why I act this way at 35, 45, 55 in relationship with a partner. So yes, it's a lack of humility because there's ignorance. I can't learn what I don't know is missing.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Listen, you're listening to the VOR. Delana Zimmerman is in here simmering. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, I want you to call in. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. We're on complete fire. When we come forward, me and Dr. Z going to keep cooking, and we're going to open up those lines.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
First, they tried to erase our history.
Pentagon removed training material about the Tuskegee Airmen. Arlington National Cemetery removing histories that highlighted black veterans from its website.
Then they tried to erase our jobs.
Black Americans will disproportionately bear the brunt.
Now they think they can erase our votes.
Steal 5 congressional seats, decimating black and brown representation.
Enough is enough. I matter, my rights matter, and our future matters. That's why I'm voting yes on Prop 50. Prop 50 lets us temporarily redraw California congressional maps to counter the election rigging Trump is trying to pull off in Texas and other states. Californians across the state are stepping up and using the power of their vote to stop the madness. So vote yes on Prop 50 by November 4th, because we can't let them erase our history or our future. This ad is paid for by the NAACP and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Imagine a Los Angeles where everyone can thrive, where communities have access to the resources they need to succeed. That's the vision of Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. They're dedicated to improving life in LA County by providing educational support, employment assistance, and spaces for community engagement. By 2050, they want LA to be the best place to connect, create, learn, live, and play. They're working toward an education system that's well-resourced and culturally responsive, becoming a hub for artists and innovators, and making sure everyone has access to healthy food, quality healthcare, and safe housing. It's about building a future where we all have the chance to succeed. We invite you to learn more about their mission and get involved with Detours Mentoring Group, Inc. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Tevin. What's yours? We were holding hands in the park. We had to hurry home before it starts. I can't wait to see you smile again. And I love the time we spent. I waited for the break of day to come, so I can see your smile in the sun. I guess I couldn't wait to get to school. Oh, baby. To see your pretty face, I've got to stay cool. Break it down. Girl, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Ooh, the way you see oh, baby. Don't take this as an aggression. Girl, I've learned my lesson.
We'll see.
Nothing reveals a fragile point of view like sprinting to the nearest insult. They mistake hostility for strength, not realizing it's just insecurity with a better posture. Your need to insult someone who doesn't agree with you doesn't just reveal you. It should also expose the fact that you're emotionally attached to your inability to communicate your feelings. And people actually do this in emotional displacement rooted in irrational mismanagement. And it allows them to attack in places where vulnerability is required to express themselves. But let me give you perspective. People who have this habit tend to experience a fascinating collision between ego defense and emotional illiteracy. Instead of engaging, they weaponize their words, not to clarify their position, but to protect the identity that they can't survive being questioned. So when you're in conversation with these people, understand that an insult is designed to offend you and protect them. Because when your vocabulary is limited and your emotional translation skills are lacking, you don't reach for understanding, you reach for something that hurts.
Who is that? Javon Cross. That's Javon Cross. He got that philosophical tenderism. Them black diamonds, that tenderism, man.
Ooh, ego defense versus ego emotional immaturity.
Gee. Yeah, write it on down. Take that note. That was a bar. Listen. I think we're supposed to coach each other. I think. And I know the reason why it's difficult to do so. Where there is self-unawareness, right? It makes you a poor coach, right? You can't develop any empathy for your partner if you don't have empathy for yourself, right? You can't be considerate of your partner if you don't have self-consideration. You can't even view them as worthy or worth something if you have low self-worth and low self-esteem. So all of this stuff is like the mirrored external reflection of unfinished work internally, which you can say that makes you a poor coach. Mm-hmm. And for most people who are poor coaches, they will come in this, exalted kind of position. As I outlined earlier, they got the words, they got the therapy speak, they got the religious speak, they got all of the words on how to, but they don't embody it. And then those words become an extension of control and coercion and manipulation. What does healthy, like a co-coaching situation looks like? Hey, when I'm out of pocket, you get to pull my coattails, pull me to the side in a respectful way, and you get to deconstruct me a little bit, and then, help me through the journey of putting myself back together in the right way. How do we do that? How do we achieve that?
It's such a loaded question, first of all.
I know.
Okay.
It's what I do.
So first of all, to answer your question implicitly is that you would have to make the assumption that there's two conscious people that are coming into a relationship. Mm-hmm. And what has to occur in all relationships, and I learned this, I did not always know this, but a former partner taught me this, that there has to be agreements. And so an agreement sort of sounds like this: we won't let each other stay in each other's weakness.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So So that means that we both agree that that's part of it's a line in our constitution, in our relationship constitution. Right. We have these type of agreements around transparency, agreements around money, agreements around cell phones, right? We have agreements around not letting each other stay in each other's weakness. So that creates the platform for us to be able to talk about things that we've noticed. And so we are also noticing each other getting it right, and we're noticing each other where we have these opportunities to grow and develop. Something that when you were talking that came up is what I find in people that have immature emotional development is that they think everything is disrespect.
Right.
So if that person didn't listen to me, that was disrespect. I can hijack the night by just talking words, not really expressing what I'm thinking and feeling, because like the audio said is that people don't have language to describe what they think and feel, and that's not their fault. Most often in families, we grow up where there is no place for you to express how you think and feel, so you don't have the skill set for it.
Right.
Shut up.
Right.
Kids are seen, not heard. Right? Stop crying before I give you something to cry about.
Right.
All of these things create this language deficiency that matches. When I'm a therapist and I sit in front of adult people and they can tell me a narrative, but they can't tell me what they feel. They can't tell me what thought they had that created the behavior. They can't connect it. They don't know themselves. And so this is something that has to be developed.
Listen, just stay right there, ladies and gentlemen. She's just getting started. We're just getting started. Just that quick 30 minutes flew by. We in here. If you dare to call in and get some of this work, the number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason live on KBLA Talk 1580.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Former President Barack Obama says the country is in a dark place, blasting President Trump's immigration policies and claims of fake crime waves at a Norfolk, Virginia rally for Democrat Abigail Spanberger.
He's deploying the National Guard in American cities, claiming to stop crime waves that don't actually exist.
Obama also campaigned in New Jersey for Mike Sherrill in another tight governor's race. More than a dozen violations were reported on the first night of Black Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser's new juvenile curfew. The 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. rule, lasting through November 5th, follows recent incidents of disorderly teen behavior, including a large Halloween crowd in Navy Yard. Rapper Nicki Minaj is thanking President Trump for speaking out on Christian persecution in Nigeria, calling his remarks powerful. Trump warned of cutting aid or military action if attacks continue. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
On Thursday evening, November 6th, you're invited to the next KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Town Hall meeting. This time we're convening at Victory Bible Church, 1497 North Hill Avenue in Pasadena. The town hall will once again be broadcast live on KBLA Talk 1580 from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thursday, November 6th. But you're invited to join us in person for this urgent and necessary community conversation. The theme for this Altadena Eaton Canyon Fire Town Hall is understanding the Wildfire Recovery Compensation Fund. The primary focus of this gathering is to inform residents about Southern California Edison Edison's newly launched Wildfire Recovery Compensation Program and provide clarity on eligibility and the claims process. There are plenty of questions to be asked, and only KBLA Talk 1580 has the right moderators to ask the tough questions, the right stakeholders and community activists to share their insights, and we have confirmed the participation of corporate executives from Southern California Edison to answer our queries. So be sure to join us at Victory Bible Church in Pasadena, 1497 North Hill Avenue on Thursday, November 6th. The event is free and open to the public, but registration is required at KBLA1580.com. That's KBLA1580.com. Light refreshments will be served immediately following the live town hall. This KBLA Talk 1580 Altadena Rising Town Hall is brought to you by the Black Freedom Fund.
Yo, it's Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gems with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
First, they tried to erase our history.
Pentagon removed training material about the Tuskegee Airmen. Arlington National Cemetery removing histories that highlighted black veterans from its website.
Then they tried to erase our jobs.
Black Americans will disproportionately bear the brunt.
Now they think they can erase our votes.
Steal 5 congressional seats, decimating black and brown representation.
Enough is enough. I matter, my rights matter, and our future matters. That's why I'm voting yes on Prop 50. Prop 50 lets us temporarily redraw California congressional maps to counter the election rigging Trump is trying to pull off in Texas and other states. Californians across the state are stepping up and using the power of their vote to stop the madness. So vote yes on Prop 50 by November 4th, because we can't let them erase our history or our future. This ad is paid for by the NAACP and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Is your loved one at the hospital or in a nursing home? Have they developed bed sores, fallen, or worse? These are things your family members should be protected from. Bed sores, falls, and dehydration are almost always the result of negligent care. If this has happened to your loved one, call Zoran at Basic Law Group at 800-215-1234 or visit basiclawgroup.com. The consultation is free, and if they don't win, you don't pay. That's 800-215-1234.
KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Girls in my time that couldn't find better
Let's run a scenario. Two people spiraling. Same insecurity, different language. One says, I don't agree, like your emotions are a debate club prompt instead of something real that happened in your body. They hear hurt, and suddenly you're judge, jury, and executioner. The other yells, you're gaslighting me, the second their narrative isn't mirrored back word for word. Neither of them knows how to hold tension without collapsing into defense. One treats disagreement as invalidation, the other treats discomfort as abuse. Person A can't hear, I felt hurt, without immediately launching into a why you shouldn't have, because your pain feels like an accusation, and their ego can't take the hit. Person B can't hear, I see it differently, without melting down, because their feelings have been fused to their facts, and if you don't validate both, you're attacking their existence. Both people are demanding the other person collapse into their version of reality, and they're both calling it being heard. Real emotional maturity sounds like, I felt hurt, and that wasn't my intention, sitting in the same room without one of them pulling a knife. Two truths, no casualties, no trial by ego. But that ain't what's happening. One hides behind logic, the other hides behind trauma, both claiming to be vulnerable while avoiding accountability. And now the relationship's bleeding out while you argue over whose version of reality gets to be the truth. You don't need better communication. You need a better relationship to being wrong.
You need a better relationship to be... Is that Dog Man? Dog Man, what, Lenny? The dog's name is Lenny, man. No filter philosophy, Lenny. That's literally the Instagram page you can go to watch these clips. It's really a cartoon dog that's talking. All of that information.
I love it.
Come on, Lenny be out here cooking. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I got questions for you, sis. Are you ready?
Go. Did you turn me back up?
I got you. You on point. I didn't even mess with it. When two souls agree to exclude the preacher, the therapist, and the guru, do they not inherit the holy burden of becoming all three? Priests of forgiveness, doctors of projection, and prophets of their own blind spots? What type of people does it take to do that kind of work?
Saints. I think without individuals that are grounded in spirituality, that are grounded in not trying to win, self-righteousness, there has to be, like, defects of character have to be neutralized in order for two people who love each other to take care of the sacred ground of their relationship.
Let's just take off the gloves.
Okay.
Most relationships are wound prophylactics.
Well, yeah, that they can't win.
They go in to extrapolate resources.
Yes.
For that wound. What you're describing to us right now is nudity, psychological nudity. And that's tough.
Well, we're not equipped for it. Like, we don't know who we are. We don't love ourselves. That's at the basis and core of it all. We don't believe that we're good enough. We're under the spell of the Disney syndrome of happily ever after, that there's some other human being that's holding my life, holding my love, holding my forever, my wholeness, and some kind of magical way they're going to be able to inject it into me and solve all of my childhood trauma, my insecurities, my lack of self-love. Some kind of way some other human being who grew up in their mama house with the same trauma that I grew up in my mama house is going to magically be my solution, my savior. We need to realize that it is the individual that has been looking for themselves. It is organizing what has occurred in your life up until this point and coming to relationships to give, not to get. If everybody gives,
I'm about to leave.
Then everybody gets. You can't give me what only I can solve in myself.
What?
I mean,
wait a minute. Wait, hold on. We got it backwards, Dr. Z.
Listen.
Wait, we supposed to come giving, bearing gifts.
Giving space, holding space.
Keep going. Keep going.
I mean, well, of all the billions of people on the planet, we have come together. Like, it is sacred and masterful. It is, you're my assignment.
That hurts.
We're here to live, to learn, and to practice, period.
But
That's
you
it.
know this generation today,
I know.
We're here to travel, drink,
and post,
and then forget.
And smoke.
And smoke hookah.
And to make it look good.
Come on, it gotta look good.
It gotta look good.
Talk to me.
I'm bleeding everywhere in every relationship, but it looks good. It's postable, you know, and it's unfortunate that most relationships, they just don't have they lack the knowledge of self. They lack the knowledge of spiritual principles in order to be effective in relationships. Honesty, faith. They serve fear over love. They will never call it fear.
No.
Never.
Right.
Because that's weak.
That's weak. Yeah.
But it's either love or it's fear. There's nothing in the middle. There's no gray here.
Talk to us. Keep teaching.
We're either going to eat from the tree of love, and I've said this all the time, but do I have courage in this relationship? Right? Am I the peacemaker? What is my guiding principle as a woman in this relationship? What am I here? When I walk in the room, what's going to happen? You know, do I have control over my tongue? Do I have a management system for when I feel that feeling in my chest or I feel that feeling in my stomach? Right. You are never responsible for that feeling. You can't slam your hand down my throat and turn the feeling off. It's mine. And I brought it to the relationship. You didn't give it to me. The buttons, I come with the buttons that get pushed. It's my responsibility to manage them. And if we don't have effective management systems in relationships, we're going to bleed all over each other. We become a host. We become the leech. We begin to suck the life out of you because we think that you are our source.
See, damn. See what you did.
I did it.
Damn it.
I'm going to do it.
Hey, listen, this is that kind of work I'm talking about. See, if this is what relationship is about, and I'm sure you've experienced this as a therapist, you got somebody who's well-intentioned. I'm trying to help you, and they may say it in a negative way, in a disrespectful way, condescending, or you should have listened to me. I told you, didn't I tell you? And now look at you, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the relationship.
Yes.
Then you have a partner who takes that and feels attacked. Mm-hmm. And you can argue, well, the tone and the delivery is hella off.
Sure.
But is the intention off? Is this person really trying to help you, or are they trying to marginalize you? Now, for many people, they don't know the difference. They can't discern between the two. Now, if a person doesn't know how to communicate but has good intent, is the person they're talking to under attack, and how does that couple kind of work that thing out?
Well, when couples realize they're on the same team, there's no attack.
Ooh.
That's it. Like, we're on the same team. Pass me the ball. You know, like, it's the comparison, the competition in relationships, the self-righteousness, I need to be right so you can be wrong. All of this is handed down from our parenting each other. We don't need to parent each other in the relationship. I mean, there are places where you can lean into a person for a parental experience, but we're not parenting each other. It's not, I told you so. Do it because I told you so. The person that feels defensive has defensive wounds. That's what they bring. They don't know how to breathe through it, and they don't know how to hear. They don't have the ability to get coached, and so they quit the team.
Can you endure the kind of love that confronts you as a sermon, a session, and a sutra, where your partner's silence becomes scripture and every argument a diagnostic test of consciousness? My goodness, can you endure that kind of love?
It doesn't feel like love, because I think love is supposed to feel good.
Ooh, somebody told me love only got one feeling, and that's good.
No, that ain't love, that's pleasure.
Oh, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. The voice of reason is on complete fire in the name of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. We in here cooking love barbecue.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. tackling the questions you're afraid to ask, and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
First, they tried to erase our history.
Pentagon removed training material about the Tuskegee Airmen. Arlington National Cemetery removing histories that highlighted black veterans from its website.
Then they tried to erase our jobs.
Black Americans will disproportionately bear the brunt.
Now they think they can erase our votes.
Steal 5 congressional seats, decimating black and brown representation.
Enough is enough. I matter, my rights matter, and our future matters. That's why I'm voting yes on Prop 50. Prop 50 lets us temporarily redraw California congressional maps to counter the election rigging Trump is trying to pull off in Texas and other states. Californians across the state are stepping up and using the power of their vote to stop the madness. So vote yes on Prop 50 by November 4th, because we can't let them erase our history or our future. This ad is paid for by the NAACP and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Vote centers across Los Angeles County are open. Don't wait for Election Day. Vote early at any vote center near you. You can drop off your ballot, vote in person, or even register and vote the same day. Make your plan, make your voice heard, and make it count. Visit lavote.gov to find a vote center or official ballot drop box close to home. That's lavote.gov, your trusted source for voting in LA County.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
First, they tried to erase our history.
Pentagon removed training material about the Tuskegee Airmen. Arlington National Cemetery removing histories that highlighted black veterans from its website.
Then they tried to erase our jobs.
Black Americans will disproportionately bear the brunt.
Now they think they can erase our votes.
Steal 5 congressional seats, decimating black and brown representation.
Enough is enough. I matter, my rights matter, and our future matters. That's why I'm voting yes on Prop 50. Prop 50 lets us temporarily redraw California congressional maps to counter the election rigging Trump is trying to pull off in Texas and other states. Californians across the state are stepping up and using the power of their vote to stop the madness. So vote yes on Prop 50 by November 4th, because we can't let them erase our history or our future. This ad is paid for by the NAACP and not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
You know you want some more. More. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Can you feel it, baby? I can.
You're feeling kinda right now, honey. Oh, no. I'm having a good time, baby. Spreading my love around. You can always catch me going up and down. Oh, are you having a good time, sugar? So do what you wanna do. Rubbing my body down the whole night through. Yeah. If you wanna see me, come and see me. Come and see me. Don't waste time and just please me. Soak up all of my affection. Baby, come and learn my lesson. Yeah. So turn off the TV, throw on a slow jam, and let's get busy. Soak up all of my affection.
Consideration requires a convenience, but also character will reflect in somebody's level of consideration. I was just having a talk with my client about this concept, and I was explaining how, as a guy in my adult male relationships, I've realized consideration is not something that men are often taught. Is not encouraged by one another to be considerate of one another, and it shows. So when we talk about safety, emotional safety, creating a safe space for one another, it requires consideration. And a lot of times consideration in itself is very coded in terms of what it represents, what it means to consider other people. It is not there when it comes to guys. Okay? To consider somebody means, how often are you willing to be inconvenienced? Okay? And it's not just a time thing, it's also a character thing. Am I willing to do these things to compromise this other person, their feelings, their perception of me, our relationship, okay, in order to get ahead? Oftentimes, you will find that a lot of men do not consider other people in their trajectory. Okay, and when it comes to dating, especially, am I doing this because I care about this other person's well-being, or am I doing this because I care about how this person sees me? Sometimes it's important. This is why I emphasize friendship so many times, because you can learn a lot about.
Isaiah Frizzelli out here flambeing the thoughts. I love it. I don't know if there's empirical data that says men just don't care. I don't know what kind of, support he got for that. But I understand what he's saying. Now, but they said something that you were just talking about during the break when you were giving us your definition of love. Do you care about my soul? Talk to me about that, especially in relation to what he was saying about consideration.
Yeah, I think that girls are conditioned to make friends, right? Be friendly. That might be where that idea comes from, and boys kind of raised to compete. So maybe that's where that comes from. But, relationships are sacred places. They're little universes, and we've been lied to that love is a feeling. Love is a way of life, right? And I make decisions when I say I love you based on your soul. I'm going to talk to you because I care about your soul. I'm going to talk to you in that tone of voice. The choice I'm going to make is because I care about your soul's evolution, evolvement, elevation,
expansion.
I'm going to talk to you about this particular situation that may be difficult, but I'm going to speak to your soul. I'm going to make sure that my conversation is not going to be harmful to your soul. We can still talk about the difficult thing, but my love is about your very existence. Because I realize how precious this relationship is. I treat it like I treat a newborn baby. I hold its head. But we've gotten so careless with each other. We're careless with ourselves. So we're absolutely careless with each other.
Absolutely.
And I don't realize my responsibility as a woman, as a man. I don't understand that is what love is.
Man, you're speaking to my soul right now, because there have been many times in my adult life, with my adult relationships, I didn't know who I was and what I was supposed to be doing and why I was there in the first place.
Right.
And it is a process. When you hurt somebody, if you don't feel it, something's wrong.
Right.
Something's off. But if you hurt someone that you care about, that you want to consider more, that you want to love more, you should feel it, and that should be the impetus for trying to correct.
Absolutely.
Right? For trying to
repair.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's a difficult process in the shadow of self-unawareness.
We're talking about culturally, our parents weren't careful with us.
They fumbled us. They were the first to fumble us.
Yeah. They weren't careful. The family system was not democratic. It was hierarchical. It was authoritarian.
Yes.
You didn't have a place for your little heart.
A voice, a heart. You were just supposed to perform according to their demands at that time. Andy?
Yes.
Ooh.
And oftentimes they were.
Yeah.
They were underdeveloped as well. And they were just repeating the behavior of the enslaved people. It's just what it is. It's control. It's fear of not looking bad, fear of feeling bad, fear of being rejected, and fear of not being in control.
So let's flip it. What if the relationship itself is the coach?
It is the coach.
And we're running the plays. No, hey. Because if we look at the term coach from its roots, right? Mm-hmm. It means a type of transportation to get from one point to the other. Mm-hmm. That's why they used to call those wagons stage coaches. Right? Mm-hmm. It means transformation. We're going somewhere. So if the relationship is supposed to take us to self,
it's supposed to.
We're supposed to listen to the plays that it's calling. So the relationship calls in, the relationship with yourself calls in another person, and now you guys trigger each other. The triggers are the plays.
Yes.
Okay, now let's deconstruct the play so we can understand the game.
But I think I'm here to feel good and look good, so I'm going to miss all of that.
You're going to miss all of it. Oh.
I think you can read my mind. I think you should already know.
Right. I ain't got time to teach you.
It's cold-blooded. It's so cold. It's so cold.
It's a cold game. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 1 hour already. We on fire tonight. Me and Delana Zimmerman in here simmering. Oh, the simmer is good, man. It's good. Listen, when we come forward, you can still call. I know why you're not calling. They said it in the chat.
What'd they say?
They said it's too good to interrupt. We don't want to interrupt. We want to listen to y'all go back and forth. Nah, y'all should call in and challenge yourself, by being transparent. Ask a question, right? 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, more from Dr. Delana Zimmerman and Zoe.
Point of view is, girl, I think you're hot. If we talked, what words could I describe? There's no dictionary book to explain how you look. Girl, I think you're so sexy. Cold-blooded. What more can I say? Sexy. Cold-blooded. The way you walk.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Former President Barack Obama says the country is in a dark place, blasting President Trump's immigration policies and claims of fake crime waves at a Norfolk, Virginia rally for Democrat Abigail Spanberger.
He's deploying the National Guard in American cities, claiming to stop crime waves that don't actually exist.
Obama also campaigned in New Jersey for Mike Sherrill in another tight governor's race. More than a dozen violations were reported on the first night of Black Washington, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser's new juvenile curfew. The 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. rule, lasting through November 5th, follows recent incidents of disorderly teen behavior, including a large Halloween crowd in Navy Yard. Rapper Nicki Minaj is thanking President Trump for speaking out on Christian persecution in Nigeria, calling his remarks powerful. Trump warned of cutting